So this is session 3 of Assault on Thaeth, following a group of goblin commandos as you work your way towards the elven town of Thaeth, trying to capture the port and the adjacent town. Who remembers what happened last session? Anybody?
Somebody else has to recap this time.
Is that a rule? Okay.
Last time. I think so.
Who recapped last time?
I think Chris did, yeah. Puk.
Okay, I'll do it. So Opilius basically says, all right, well, you guys go in this way and we're going to go in a different way. And we're going to somehow meet up with them somewhere inland, in a vague sort of sense. So we're doing the direct route and they're going to go around and hopefully meet up with us. So we head in, we go into the forest, and we come upon a guard post. And none of us hide particularly well. And so they see us, and there's one guy on the ground sleeping, 2 guys up in a tower. And the fight starts, and even bites the guy on the ground to death. Our alchemist, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Fumbar
melts the floor under another one with an acid bomb, and he falls through the tower, only to be sheared by our mad barber. We also make short work of the other guy. I think it was Frankko that knocked him to the ground. Yeah,
That's what I recall.
Hooked him with the rope and
yes, that was it.
Tore him down. Yeah,
that explains why I remember him being on the ground. Throws a grappling hook, manages to snag him, and then manages to pull him off the edge of the tower onto the ground where he's shortly finished. We loot them. Even sort of tries to disguise what's going on by running them into areas where an animal would feed on them and taking bites out of them. And then we move on from there. We come upon a hunter and his dogs. His dogs immediately catch scent of us. He catches sight of us and moves into cover and moves his dogs into cover. This is to little avail because our crossbow master from way out bombs a shot into his neck and kills him before he can even do anything. The dogs come in, and the dogs don't last very long. One is melee range bombed to death, and the other one is bitten in half by Even, and the third was cowed by Squirrel. And Squirrel, after killing his master, is basically like, look at me, I'm the master now. And here we are. That's where we ended up. Did I miss anything?
I think the only thing I remember was the interrogation in the beginning of the guy that we had.
Yeah. That was excellent.
Yeah, it was really good, and I as I noted last time, my mic was on mute because of a technical error. So you were doing this interrogation, and you have the what the elf said is basically missing from the log. So you do a really good job intimidating him, and my mouth moves a whole lot, but that's about it.
He was so scared that nothing came out. We were just lip reading the whole time.
You terrified him. It's true. So that's pretty much everything. And you guys are going to continue on through the elven woods and hinterlands toward the town of Thaeth. All right, so as you said, as you're up to this fight, you have now cowed this guard dog, and he's like whimpering and acting very subservient in your presence, Squirrel. What would you like to do about that?
Yeah, so Squirrel takes a long look at this hunting dog, and just seeing nothing very remarkable about it, shrugs his shoulders and like, well, he can come with us, I guess. So, I don't know if there's anything left to pillage here. I certainly would be more interested in looking through the hunter's belongings, see if there's anything of note.
Yeah. Did we not loot him yet?
Oh, yeah, and you put the loot chest out, didn't you?
Oh, that's the party loot chest. So if you double-click that, it'll
party
open
loot,
that.
okay.
Yeah, so that's everything you guys have. I don't think you actually looted him, though. Let me check. Well, he's got no item, so I assume you did.
That looks like a pretty robust collection.
Yeah, there's some bolts and arrows and stuff in there, so we must have.
Yeah, I think he...
I don't remember the bottles either.
the bottles of the empty bottles. Those are from the
Oh, that's from
the
the
dock hands we're throwing.
ports.
yeah.
Yeah. So I forget exactly what he had. I think he had the rapier and maybe a longbow. And yeah, he's like he didn't have a whole lot on him either. But there you go.
Okay.
So
And about how far are we from the town?
I would say about 1.5 miles at this point. Maybe closer to a mile.
Yeah, so I think Squirrel, having not not being too comfortable in towns and certainly never done a city assault or a town assault, is gonna kind of look to the others and be like, so are we supposed to meet up with these guys first, or I don't know how to take a town. What are we supposed to do, guys?
Puck removes the cord of hair from his pack and begins fingering it and speaking nonsense.
Okay, Squirrel quickly looks to Frankko.
Frankko looks up and thinks a bit, and then just kind of shrugs and says, "Let's just see what the scene looks like when we get there, and we'll figure it out."
All right, and I look at Even too. I don't know if he's eating the dog or what's going on.
So Even's just scuttling the bodies into some brush, basically getting them out of the way so that
Smart.
you can't quite tell what was happening here at a glance.
It's probably going to look like a bear mauled the dogs. So, all right. And Squirrel is missing a couple hit points. Is it fair game to try for another heal?
It's supposed to be an hour between, so I'll just say yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I look to our local barber and
Puk the
ask for
Barber.
some healing.
Yeah, he nods and let's see. What's that the
There's a button on it. Yeah, so I think
skills medicine, right?
Well, no, I think there's actually on the macro bar. Remember we talked about this? There's like a treat wounds macro that does all the magic for you. I think you dragged it on last week, maybe.
We did. Oh, yeah, there we go.
You click on yourself and then mash that, and it'll roll magic and tell you if you succeed or fail without us having to remember the rules.
That's great.
You critically fail.
Hey.
All right, Squirrel.
Damn it!
You did,
Oh my god!
You Yahtzeed it too, huh? You did 8. That's fantastic.
Jesus. Well, thanks a lot, Puck.
You have a hero point. You can reroll.
That's true. Yeah, I will go ahead and do that because
Okay.
I've historically not used them, and I don't wish to.
Okay.
That's not the image I'm going for.
Okay. That's
Also critically fail. What the
Oh
hell?
my god! And
Well,
that's just 2 points.
yeah, it's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal him for the difference of 6. So fantastic.
A 1 and a 2, going well.
Yeah, going well. So again, yes, everybody does start with a hero point. As I said before, we do an MVP every session, and I haven't done anything with it, but I decided we should start with an extra hero point. So, Frankko, you had one from the first session that you didn't actually get, so you have one now. And Squirrel, you were the MVP last session, so you both start with 2 hero points today. And
Can I give him one of my hero points?
no,
Puck spits in your wound and rubs it with his bare hand.
Gotcha.
Gives you a big
Great.
thumbs up.
who else
He
wants
doesn't
to see
even
the
know
barber?
he's screwed up.
Anybody else lining up to have their wounds healed by the barber?
I don't know. I don't think so anymore.
Did that just play?
Are there any healing potions in the party loot? I guess not.
Oh yeah, I do have a heal acceleration. Let me see what I
Elixir
got.
of life or something like that. What are they called?
Yeah, elixir of life.
If you click on it,
I
it should
don't know.
show us what it does. I don't think it actually consumes it when you click it, so you can show the whole party. Does anybody else have those, or does he secretly have them? Did anybody buy them when starting?
Wait, how did
I started with 1.
Oh, I don't know how to show the whole. I'm looking at it locally. I just don't see how to show the party what it
Oh, I think I asked this the last time I did a garbage roll also, but the medical kit I have, does that make a
No.
difference?
Oh,
The medical
how'd you
kit-
do it, Franco?
Yeah.
I just clicked on the like bottle icon in my inventory and it popped in.
Bottle icon.
Like in the
got it.
consumables, yeah.
Got it. Yep,
Just click,
got
yeah.
Okay, so I get 1d6 and gain +1 item bonus for saving throws. Because so there's no poison or anything. So
Not in
don't
the
know.
next 10
I
minutes,
guess I'll just-
probably. Yeah.
What's
And
that?
There's probably not in the next 10 minutes. You probably won't be poisoned or diseased in the next 10
Right.
minutes.
So
probably.
I'll hold. I'll just walk around with the dirt in my wounds
And spit.
and spit.
And Puck, to answer your question, no, your medical kit doesn't give you any bonus to the heal check now.
It's terrible. Terrible news.
Terrible news. Downright frightful. All right. So are you drinking one, Franco, or are you also not drinking it?
No, I don't think so yet.
Okay.
Seem to be.
All right. So you guys are heading off more towards the southeast.
That's
Yeah,
the
which
direction
way
of the
is-
town.
Yeah,
That's
which way were we?
That was the direction of the town. Yes.
I feel like it was a trap question. Oh, you went
You're going
the wrong
way, right? Okay, great. All right.
Bunch of idiots.
So this is the same party as it was last week, except for Funbar is not here. So is it the same general operation where you want Squirrel out a little bit ahead of you guys, like 1 or 2 turns ahead of you, and then he's
Yeah.
scouting and everybody else is sneaking?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
And what are you doing with
Yeah,
your dog?
I think I am not trying to keep the dog, not actively, commanding it, but it's not like I'm trying to shoo it away either, thinking that, if he follows, maybe there's something opportunistically
Okay.
that it can do. But
Yeah, it does seem.
and
to be
and I am
following
trying to, and as I'm scouting, I am trying to keep an eye out for everyone else, and particularly Opelius, so that I can get some direction about what we're doing at the town. So.
Fair enough. All right. So you continue walking, and everybody can toss me a perception check. And hold on, I think I have a button for this now, or do I? I don't see it right now, so maybe I don't. Thought I added a new mod. Check real quick. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. Okay. So if I click on this now, I can go request roll, request a perception. So you can all click those little dice icons, and it'll ask you if there's anything you need to add to it. You are in a forest, Squirrel, so you can add a bonus if it asks you. And then
I see.
it will
Cool.
just fill
Does
them all
that?
Hmm?
Does the button built into my character sheet gain me that stuff by default? Like I have
What
attributes
stuff?
perception.
Yes, like if your perception is trained, you have ranks and stuff like that, it'll have
Yes.
that in it.
Okay.
But like for example, Squirrel has like if he's in a forest, he gets a +1 to perception checks or something, I believe.
I think it's +2.
I have
Okay.
like
Just,
a penalty. Jesus.
Well, that doesn't count. We don't need to. We don't need to. You can just click on the little dice and that little thing that popped up there, and we'll ignore that.
Well, right, but that doesn't factor in. I'm trained and I have a penalty from my wisdom.
Oh, it should though. So go ahead, mash the button next to your
Okay.
icon, and we'll see what it actually does. But I think it should factor it in.
Yes, it does grab that same.
Yeah, and if you click on it, it shows you what it did. So you rolled much better that time. So Tree Dweller Goblin gives you a +2 on Hide, Sneak, Subsist, and yeah, so not Perception.
Oh, sorry. I added the +2 then by
It's
mistake.
fine,
So I
okay.
guess I got a 21.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem. So yeah, so Squirrel and Even, Squirrel, you're ahead first, so I guess you'd see it first. You are scouting ahead, and you see that there is a small wooden cabin up on a ridge. Like you're heading southeast, and there's like ridges between where you're trying to go. You're basically moving uphill very gradually, and you see at the top of one of these ridges there is a wooden cabin.
A perfect moment now to pull out my old spyglass and see if I can see anything in or around the cabin.
Okay. And you already rolled. So you get a bonus from the spyglass, or how does that work?
I was just looking it up.
I think it just makes you see further. I don't think it actually gives you a bonus, but go ahead and check.
So now I click the icon. Great. Spyglass adds +1 to perception
Oh, okay.
checks to notice details. So do I re-roll then? Is that...
No, I'd say you rolled well enough to notice it, and then you
Okay.
just instinctively take out your spyglass, I would imagine. And who else is playing? Who am I missing? Puk, yeah, Puk. Yeah, all right. So I'll take you to the map. So we'll say that you guys are up here. And Squirrel's a little ahead. Maybe you were climbing up on this rock over here, and you got to this tree, and you see all the way to the south, basically on the top part of the ridge, you see a wooden cabin. And you take out your spyglass, and you see no one milling about the cabin. It has a couple of barrels out in front of it, that look like they're catching rainwater. And there is a wooden door on the front of a thatched roof cabin.
Okay, so I think I will go ahead and report back to the others what I've seen, and kind of ask, what do you think we should do? Should we check it out?
Puk begins silently. He just kind of acknowledges you and then starts moving in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems. I mean, if it doesn't look like it's guarded, let's see what the deal is. It's better to know and not have things trailing us.
Guys, I'm having a minor family emergency, nothing dangerous or whatever, but I'm gonna bail. So let's say that Even wanders off into the bushes, or if Joe, you want to run him, that's fine. But I gotta hop off for a minute.
Do what you gotta do,
Cool.
man.
Catch you later, buddy.
Yeah.
Everybody's okay. Have a good
Hope
one.
everything's all right.
It'll be fine. It's just nothing scandalous or dangerous. But yeah.
Yeah, life happens.
Life happens. Have a
See you
good one,
next
man.
time, man.
All right.
So just quickly, never mind. For some reason the map was all white, but now I've got it.
Okay.
I just clicked on and off. So Frankko is interested in going if it seems like everybody else is too.
All right. Okay. So Squirrel, again, you see nobody milling about the cabin. So how close do you want to go? And I assume everybody's being sneaky at this point.
Yeah, I'm certainly
Yes.
sneaking. And that there are windows. I think Squirrel's thought is to go try to peer in a window. So is there a window on the cabin?
There are no windows that you can see.
No windows on the cabin. Like, wait, I guess going and listening against it would be my next impulse.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna use that same doohickey to do a stealth check for everybody. Quest a. Where is stealth? There it is. Boom.
okay, this time I got the +2.
Man, I suck tonight.
It's fine. You'll find a crevasse and everything will be fine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and that's with your +2?
That's what. Yeah. So that was a +7 overall.
Yeah, if you click on it, it expands and shows that you rolled a 3. Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
All right, Squirrel. So, where were you headed? You were actually going up to the cabin to try to listen to it, yeah?
Yeah, not directly to the front door, but more to the side.
Okay. Say that you're getting to about over here. And how close is everyone else falling behind Squirrel?
Probably just
I would move up. Is this some kind of like enough of a cliff side to provide cover? This little
Yes.
hump over here.
Yes, correct. It's like only 2.5 feet up. It's not like a full 5-foot climb, but you believe you could get down low behind it, yeah.
I would say that's where I would move to and let Squirrel scout the doorway if unmolested by dice.
All right. Yeah. So Squirrel gets that far, and everybody else moves to where they are currently, and no one is molested by dice. So you're going to move up to the side, Squirrel.
Yep. So here, okay, that's 25. Should I stop there, or
You
just
can
go
keep
all the
moving.
way to
You
the.
can go up to the door.
Oh, okay.
The wall, whatever it is. The door is on this side.
Yeah, I think I'll just try the side first
Sure.
because Squirrel is squirrely about getting ambushed. So
That makes sense.
I think I'll just listen against the wall, away from the door.
That's on brand. Okay. Make another perception check, Squirrel.
Okay. So and this time, no modify. Oh, no, perception. I don't get a modifier.
You never get
right.
one. Yeah, correct.
Okay, right.
Ooh,
Hey, there we go.
You hear nothing inside, and you listen for a good while, and you're fairly certain that there is no one inside.
Okay, so I look back to Puk and Frankko and be like, I don't hear anything. And motion for them to come forward on either side of the door. And then my thought is to stand back a bit as we bust the door open so that I have a good look inside. So basically, I'm thinking I'll be out here, with a little cover maybe, and have them, motioning them to be on either side of the door.
Feeling the absence of the barbarian. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. And who is doing the door kicking? And how
Franco's happy. Franco will do it.
Sounds theatric,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
it does,
dramatic act.
Certainly a lot of drama.
Yeah, so let's say he, basically like bangs his shoulder into it to try to like turning the knob, but also kind of just like forcing it and and like rolling in, he'll do like kind of a somersault in.
I like that. So yeah, so if there is like a simple knob, actually it wouldn't even be a knob, it'd be kind of just you just push it, like there's a handle that you push. And it does, like when you push a little bit, it does seem like there's something behind it. Like it's not just open. You might have to strength your way through. That's a very good acrobatics roll. But give me a strength check to see how well you shoulder the door.
Sure. Athletics?
I guess
because can I do a strength check? Is that a thing?
Yeah, strength is under abilities.
Can you actually roll that? I don't see anything to roll. Yeah.
Ability strength.
If you click it, it doesn't roll it.
Click your token first, or your little dude.
Yeah.
And then ability strength.
Strength. It should do it.
Okay, got it.
That would be.
Got it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Set the tone.
Yeah. So you both shoulder the door and it doesn't give. It does like it moves a little bit, like it's not a very well constructed door. The walls themselves are made of pretty thick logs, but the door is not very strong. And Puk and Frankko, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Frankko.
Boy.
Yeah. Frankko, so you both shoulder the door, like one at a time, thump, thump, and the door doesn't move. And again, you feel it give a little bit. And you're pretty certain, Frankko, that you heard a metallic clink when you shouldered the door.
You mean like something falling? Like something metal falling onto the ground? Is that what you mean by the clink?
No, you don't believe it was something metal falling on the ground. You don't know exactly what it was, but you just feel like when the door was pushed back, some piece of metal clinked and then came back.
Okay.
So is the door like open ajar at this point, or it didn't open?
No,
at
it
all?
didn't open. It didn't give. It is closed.
So, I see this chimney. Is that real?
Yes, it is real.
Okay. So,
Can't you squeeze in
Yeah,
the
give
crazy?
me,
Your
put me
MO.
in, coach. Put me in, coach.
so
Yeah.
wait, are
Puk
you?
attempts to climb up onto the.
Well,
Do you point this out?
well, basically, I was thinking Frankko would, throw his rope and grappling hook up to the top of the roof, and we can just climb.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Okay.
100%.
Do I need to roll anything for my rope toss?
Yeah, I don't remember what we rolled last time. Was it just I just had you roll your star knife and we assumed it was that?
I think that's
Sure.
I think that's right.
Yeah, do that, and I'll try to figure out if there's a better thing for grappling. Yep. You very easily you throw it up there, and it looks like actually shingles in the picture, but I said it was thatched. So you throw it up, and you manage to grapple against one of the wooden beams, one of the sticks at the top of the house, and it feels firm to you.
So Frankko would start climbing, basically.
Yeah, acrobatics for the rope, or
I think it's
or-
athletics for the rope. That seems, yeah, like
Okay.
it's strengthy, climby things. Yes. With the rope, those are both successes.
So are we both on the roof?
You can move 5 feet. Let's say you need to make another check each.
Okay.
Neither of you critically succeeded. So yes. One more, right? Did Puk need to make a second one?
yeah, hold on, here it comes.
Yes, you both
Hey.
made it up top. Yeah, and the last bit, Puk, you actually climb exceedingly fast, and you're both on the top of the roof as Squirrel watches you.
Okay.
All right, so I would move to the edge of the chimney and peer down.
Similar with Frankko, just from the other side.
It is not on fire. There's no fire at the bottom. There's ash and soot at the bottom of the fireplace that you can see.
All right, Puck squozes.
Puk squozes.
What do I need? What do I need to squoze?
Is that athletics? I don't know. What do you?
I feel like I think that was
Your
that's
goblin
part
thing
of
says
the
something.
yeah. This is part of the innate
Yeah,
goblin.
You're extra squishy.
Yes.
It's acrobatics. It's a squeeze action.
All right.
Yes, you have succeeded. Not a crit one. So you squeeze through 5 feet per minute. So this is not a quick squeeze. You're not lubed up sliding down the chimney. But you are not yet stuck. So again, you have to go down, I believe, at least 8 feet because, yeah. So are you going to keep rolling this?
Yeah, totally.
All right. And does being extra? It gives you a bonus to being squoze out, not for squeezing, right? Like you can't be removed. Is the thing.
Yeah. Yes, it's
Got it.
difficult to extricate me
Got
from my.
This is his home now. Everybody leave. That is a
There we
critical
go.
success. So you squeeze to the tight place in 1 minute per 10 feet of squeezing. Oh, I guess it says it's 1 minute per 5 feet. So I guess you can only make the check once, and it's just how long it takes you. But whatever. We'll say you crit succeeded. You get all the way down after that. So it takes you another like 2-3 minutes, but you are now inside the cabin.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
guess
Like
Frankko-
that little move.
So if it requires a squeeze, then I think Frankko, if he's not going to be able to fit, would just climb back down and get to the front of the door. If
Okay.
that is
So Puk, now that you're inside, you can plainly see, even without a perception check, that there is a like thin piece of wood that is against the door. Like it looks like it's bracing it, but you don't think it would brace for much. You're kind of saddened that you weren't able to snap that tiny piece of wood. But more importantly, there is a metal rod that goes to the side, and on it there is a big metal jug and what looks to be an animal's bladder.
Am I able to ascertain anything about this bladder? Like, can I? Is it? Like, can I see the contents of it, or is it completely enclosed?
It looks like it's sewn up. They're stitching on
right.
it. Yes. But it does appear to be full.
Don't like the sound of that. I smell the bladder.
It smells powerfully of rancid urine.
Let me consider what to do with this information.
Do we have a knowledge check here if this would somehow be useful or harmful?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like the ranger might have more information about specific pee smells. But
Well, but you can't get the door open
All right,
without
but
triggering whatever
like
that trap. So,
Yeah. I smell it. There seems to be nothing to do with hair. So let's assume there's little interest, and I move on and looking around the rest of the interior for the moment.
Okay.
Is this two beddings, or is this is this an accurate representation of the
This is
interior?
an accurate representation. There are two beddings. There is a sack in the corner, and there is a wooden footlocker. And toss me a perception check to see how you do in a quick checkout of the place.
Heyo.
So you open the bag quickly, and it's full of, looks like rations. There's some dried meat, dried fruit. There are two beds. One of the bed has fur on it. The one to the north has fur. It is dark black and gray fur.
All right. Puk exclaims that there's fur up through the chimney, and begins taking apart that bedding more thoroughly. Is there anything else, or is it just?
All right, yeah. You begin going through the bedding, and you see again there's this wooden footlocker, and as you're going through the bedding, you notice that under one of the corners of the footlocker, this is all dirt lined at the bottom, but you see there appears to be a wooden plank underneath the footlocker that has been covered with dirt, but not completely. And you rolled well enough to notice this wooden plank underneath the footlocker.
Does it? So I'll call something else, and then there's something on the door up through the chimney.
well, we can. And these walls are not that thick, right? We can probably just hear through the walls.
They're pretty thick logs, but I assume there's cracks and stuff through them. I think certainly Frankko can. How loudly are you shouting, Puk?
I would say loudly enough to assume that I would be heard.
Then Squirrel, you
There-
can hear well.
Discretion is a concern.
If I can just shout back,
Yeah.
or just say, Puck, there must be a way. Somebody lives here, right? There must be a way that they get in and out. There's nothing to disable.
It's full of pee. It's all pee.
Well, I know. I know what it is. Right. It sounds interesting. I'd love to smell, but is there? Can you see any mechanism to disable it before it would fire?
Joe, am I able to ascertain anything else about the pee door?
Let me see if you can ascertain.
Do I need to hit you with something for that?
So again, you think there's some kind of mechanism. I don't know how well you understand mechanisms, but you see well enough to fully understand at least the basics, that there is something that looks like if the door is opened, if this is jostled in such a way, this metal bar will fall, which will drop a metal, whatever I call it before, a carafe or whatever it was, a metal jug. And this pee jug will slam towards the door with force.
Am I able to remove? Does it appear as though the pee jug is removable?
Yes.
All
it
right.
appears as though both jugs are removable.
I will. Does it Does it appear like it's going to require any measure of would I want someone else to do that?
You don't believe it's all that difficult. So from this side of the apparatus, you believe that.
I'll go for it then.
So make a thievery check and do not critically fail. You're fine.
Whew.
Yeah. So
all right.
You reach up and you grab which jar first? The pea jar or the
pea first?
The
definitely.
pea bladder. It appears to be several animal bladders sewn together, and it reeks of piss. And you can make a nature check while you're in there too.
Yeah, sure. I'm not heinous at that.
Yes, between the piss smell and the fur you saw, you're pretty sure that this is wolf's piss and wolf's fur.
All right. Well, with the pea bladder successfully disabled, I will open the door for the others to enter.
Okay. And the door opens. So you remove the wooden slat behind the door.
Yes.
And
yes.
again, it's impressively not heavy or thick. And you remove it, and yeah.
I hold the pee out for Squirrel.
Yeah, and I don't know if I don't know anything, but maybe Squirrel knows more. Can I do a nature check or?
Yeah.
All right. Skills nature.
Yeah, you know again, you know the same thing that he knew basically, where
Okay.
it's several bladders sewn together. You're not even sure what kind of animal urine it is.
Okay, I guess I'll just shrug and be like, maybe it's a deterrent to keep other predators away from the cabin? I don't know.
All right. Puk will gently deposit the pee stash in a manner that does not disturb it.
Frankko, are you looking for anything in specific, or?
Just looking around the room now that he's in it.
Yeah, so again, same thing I described before. There's this bag that was already opened by Puk. It has rations in it, not a whole lot.
Yeah, and I'll call everyone's attention also to the strange board on the floor.
Yep. There are two like, simple bedrolls, basically like just leather on the floor, whatever it is. And there is a wooden footlocker, and underneath it is the board he's pointing at.
Looks exciting. I think Squirrel's just gonna keep an eye on the exterior while these two check out whatever that is. So I am trying to watch in case whoever might show up.
Okay. So
Frankko would go to like pull the board out, but would just, I guess, quickly look around to make sure there weren't any other jugs hanging above it.
I don't think we've opened the footlocker yet either.
you have not.
Oh, okay, fair
I
enough.
poked in the bag. We should probably set
sure.
off whatever trap is in there first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can we like try to open it carefully so that our faces aren't right above it?
Yeah, do you have any tools that'll let you open it from a distance?
I don't think I have.
No 10-foot poles in the party?
I mean, my what do I have? I don't even have a thievery kit, so it's not going to be me trying to open it.
Well, there's no visible lock on it. It just appears to be a wooden...
Oh!
I guess I said
okay.
foot locker, and that kind of implies a lock, but apologies.
Fair enough.
There is no lock. It is just like a small wooden box.
Okay. Well, Frankko would get on the side of it and try to just, nudge the lid up from the side, pivot it up.
There is inside of it ratty, muddy clothes, mostly brown, and a wooden object that appears to be shattered into several pieces.
Okay.
Puk is visibly annoyed and will try to shove the chest aside off of the board beneath it.
Okay. Make
Do
a
I
strength
need it?
check to see if you can shove the tiny thing. Okay. And toss me a perception check as you begin your shove. Alright. You shove the chest, and as you do, the weight being moved off of it causes another thing to clank. And you need to make a reflex save now as the teeth of a bear trap jump up from underneath the dirt. Clank.
There we go.
You have... Ooh, that's a good roll, let me see. Yeah, you take only half damage. So you got that going for you. So you take 5 damage from the trap.
Oof.
and you are not stuck in it. It's the important thing. So you basically you go to shove it, and as you step forward and it slides off the thing, it grazes your leg and gives you a good gash, but does not close on you. And do you have you take two, you have 2 resistance to all damages, all physical damage?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you only take 3. Here you go. And you have managed to push this thing off, and in doing so, this has now snapped the wooden board there.
All right. Is there anything actually underneath it, or was it just trapped?
Oh, there is something underneath it. There
Yeah.
is a much finer box that is buried underneath that.
Mm.
Squirrel, hearing all the commotion, says, "Puck, be careful opening this one."
He said, okay. Kind of looks at you and gives like a Gollum spit. Opens the, grabs the next box.
And there is a good amount of things inside of it. So let me see if I can configure permissions. Everybody is an observer. Save changes. And then I make this visible. And you should be able to see on the map now a box here. You should be able to open it. There is some alchemist fire, acid flasks, a journal, a bunch of rations. Much more food is hidden underneath here than was in the sack you found. Some torches, some oil, and sling bullets. I guess I should have mystified the cold iron and silvered ones, but they're there, so you read them. There are very well-made, odd material sling bullets. And some smoke sticks.
Am I able to read? Can we read as goblins?
Yes, you are literate.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, there's no
All right.
penalty for that. But things are in
All right.
Elven, so I don't know if you can read Elven.
Yeah.
We could potentially bring it to Squirrel, who might.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
And
I'll show you the book and zero interest in anything else. Completely like
and maybe I missed it. What is the unidentified equipment? That is just something.
That is the shattered wooden object that no one has really investigated. So
I see.
while Puk is tossing this place and Frankko's looking over, he's motioning to give Squirrel the book, and then the owner of the shack shows up because you were shouting.
but I was looking out, right?
It's
I
true.
was
It's true.
trying
So yeah,
to
you're
know.
not surprised. You won't be surprised.
Hopefully, I would say like, guys.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna all make a perception checks. Oh, I guess I roll a stealth check. Apologies, against your static percept, your stealth, whatever you're. Let's say you're actively
Now
seeking. So yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
just Squirrel or everybody.
Just Squirrel. He's looking out. He's outside. He's looking because this guy's sneaking through and trying to attack you.
There we go.
Nice.
On
That's pretty
guard.
good. I have public roll on. Let's do this. I like rolling publicly. Let's do this. Yeah, so you see him coming, so there's no surprise round. It's just straight initiative.
Guys. He's key. There's the owner's back. Get ready.
Yeah, there is a. Where is he? Is he visible yet? Yeah, he's over here in the trees. Can you kind of see him? It's hard. He's like brown in the trees. Do you see him?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh,
Yeah. So he comes out and he's got a sling that he's swinging over his head as he emerges from the trees. And we's gonna have a fight, I think. So he thinks he's getting the drop on you, but you are not drop it upon. So again, if you right click on the fist, you can bring up the combat tracker. And I don't know where I want to put it without hiding people. And I can mash. I think I have a button to roll for everybody. I actually didn't check.
It looks like it's requesting it, or no? Because
You-
I see the
you
roll
can also
initiative.
click them. So yeah, whatever, it's
Ah,
fine. Because it has everybody set as stealth, but I'm too easy to fix it. So go ahead. All right, Puk can roll as well. And I'm not sure if this rolls how this rolls. So let me do this real quick. If I mash this, first off, this is even show. I should stop talking out loud. So
Hermit. The hermit keeps muttering to
he's
himself.
muttering. He's a crazy hermit. All right. So now I also have a mod now that will not let you move when it's not your turn. So we'll see how that works out.
Ooh,
Cool.
Yeah, I just got a message that I was locked out.
Correct. All right. So the hermit with his sling loaded is looking at Squirrel, and he is muttering to himself quietly in Elven. And he looks at you and he studies you carefully before using his sling. Oh boy. That's a hit. That is not a critical hit though. So he does 7 damage.
Are you purposely rolling
Oh, I apologize.
privately?
I was not, but I promise I'm not lying. He
Yeah, no.
He rolled a 29.
Oh my.
He has a plus 10 to hit, and he rolled a 7. He rolled d6 plus 1, and Yahtzee the damage roll. So you take 7 damage, and I have switched to public apologies. And he, when he was studying you, was doing that thing that you do. He was hunting his prey, and he does an extra 5 damage to Squirrel.
Yeesh.
Yubza.
All right. And he reloads his sling and takes cover. And Frankko.
He got like 4 actions then. He did a hunt, prey,
A shoot and a cover.
a shoot, a reload, and a cover.
Oh,
That's 4.
okay. Apologies. Yeah, then he would. Let's say he didn't reload then. Yes, apologies.
Ah,
right.
okay.
So he has an
Gotta
unloaded
keep
sling.
keep
me honest.
the rangers honest.
True. Fair point. All right, Frankko.
Okay. So hearing the ping, I guess Frankko would come to the door. Does Frankko see him when he gets there?
Make a perception check. He's in the cover, but mostly visible. So yes, unless you roll very poorly. Yeah, you can see him.
Okay. And let me see how far away I am from him. 60. Okay, so I guess so I've moved 5 already. I can do 45. And then let me just see. Yeah. So I guess Frankko will. I'm just trying to figure out distances here. I guess Frankko will get there and then toss his star knife at the hermit.
Sure.
So
That is not good enough, Frankko. Toss the star knife, and it doesn't. It's not like it's not returning. It's not like a boomerang, right? You just,
correct.
Okay, it's gone. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's your whole turn.
Yep.
All right, Puk.
Puk will move to the doorway and just kind of generally make unpleasant noises out at the hermit,
Okay.
and then attempt to heal
Okay.
Squirrel.
Not like last time, right? Not like
No,
last
this is magic.
The magic can't fail, right?
and
He's
you're
not
using
gonna
the
grow
2-action
plants
version?
out of the dirt he
Yes.
planted in me.
I don't think he
Yeah.
can poison you with his healing magic, but we'll find out. And the hit points increases by 8, so you actually did 12 healing to Squirrel because you used the
Wow.
2-action version. Boom,
Yes.
and that's it for you. Frankko, to your horror, a wolf jumps out of the woods and tries to bite you.
I'll do my dodge on this.
Okay, fair enough. He misses because of your dodge. That was 1 action to move, and I guess he's gonna try to bite again. Yeah. That's
Jesus.
That's a hit for wolf damage. 7 wolf damages.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. And that's it for the wolf. Squirrel. And the
I'm
wolf
gonna
is
go
combat
after-
trained for what it's worth.
combat trained.
Not
Whatever.
enough
Like
goblins.
I assume like wild animals.
There are not enough goblins tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so the hermit did take cover, right? And he, instead of reloading, he took cover.
Correct. He did
Is
take
that
cover.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So Squirrel will hunt prey on the wolf and fire the crossbow. I'm just assuming the crossbow is loaded. That's what.
Yes.
We didn't talk about
as long as you're
it.
expecting horrible things, I'm
Right.
fine with that.
I wasn't just lollygagging around. I had a loaded crossbow up there.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so hunt
Yeah.
prey and roll. There we go.
That's a hit on a wolf. Yeah.
Okay, and then so that's ace damage, and then precision gives me a d8. So that's this one.
There you go.
There we go.
Those are big numbers. Yeah. It howls in agony and is bleeding profusely from its side. You caught it in the shoulder, and it is bleeding
Nice.
a lot.
All right, that was 2 actions,
Yep.
and then it certainly looks like I'm at the door jam, and so I'm going to take cover
Okay.
inside the door, kind of peering out onto the field.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then that's 3 actions.
All right. So the hermit goes, and he sees that you hurt the wolf pretty bad. Frankko hasn't hurt him yet, so he's not super afraid of Frankko. He is going to, he's going to try to shoot at Squirrel, who he was already hunting. So he reloads with his first action. His second action is, you don't have to re-hunt. Hunt just stays on until you change it, right?
Correct. Yeah, you just change, right?
Okay. So then he gets a critical failure. So
Yay.
what happens to this poor man? His ranged weapon is broken. Your weapon's current hit points are reduced to its broken threshold. If it's already broken, it takes 3d6 damage. Okay, so his sling snaps. He really gets worked up at how badly you hurt his wolf, and he goes to swing it, and as he does, the rock falls like flat down, and the leather sling just snaps. He just swung it too hard, and it is broken.
So broken threshold, just to fill me in. What is this thing done, or is he like gonna cobble this back?
You could repair
Yeah,
it,
this
but
is
it would
when
take 10 minutes.
this is when I broke my shears and made Jeff fix them.
Yes, you need to use a craft action over 10 minutes to try to repair it.
Okay, so that's good.
I
Yeah,
withheld
so his-
healing until he fixed them for me.
That was a
So
event.
he has snapped his sling. So he reloaded, wasted his sling action. So with his third action, he is going to draw a club. And he's going to stay where he... Oh, no. Yeah, that's it. He'll draw the club. He wants to be armed rather than take cover. Frankko.
Okay. I think Franco's going to try to take advantage of that by taunting him. So I'm going to do better this time and see if I'm actually successful before I decide if I'm.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to
I'm gonna
waste
do-
some solid prose.
Correct. So I've got to do this guy.
Oh, dear.
And it was a wise decision.
I don't know what happens if you critically fail that, but I'll look it up.
Can I just
Put your hand through the sock.
re-roll?
You want to hero point it? Yeah, go ahead. You got 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to hero point
Yeah.
it, roll.
Oh yes.
For the record, there's no critical failure thing on Demoralize that I can see.
All right, try that again.
Holy moly.
All right.
Big swings tonight, everybody.
You're a man of extremes.
So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go something like, "Look at this guy with his sling. All these things go ping, ping, ping. Oopsie! Now it looks like it snapped. I think your day just turned to crap." And and so then let's see. I'm gonna get my panache, and I'll do. I guess I'll hit the wolf regularly. I don't think I'm gonna do a finisher on this, so do this.
A 12 is not a hit. And I don't think you have any bonuses. There's no bard in the party, so no.
No.
You
Okay.
miss.
I guess I'll just try again. So.
You gotta use the map minus 5 one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that has also missed. Fuck.
Well, seeing the apparent weakness, Puk will shriek in froth and charge forth and attempt to plunge his scissors into the wolf as he is closest.
As a sidebar, what are Puck's feelings on fur versus hair? Is there any-
Uh,
does it lose
it's-
all
it-
of its appeal when it's
it's
fur? or-
it's a poor substitute, but it's better than nothing.
In a pinch, fur will do.
Yeah.
No, that is also a miss on the wolf. That was a move and a stab. You got another action, or did I miss something?
I think that was it. I think that's 2 moves
Oh,
to
okay.
get to the wolf.
Fair enough.
Right, it's 25, so you had to use 2 to get there.
So you both stabbed at it. Neither of you hit it. So I'm gonna just roll a d4. 1 or 2 is Frankko. 3 or 4 is Puk. It is choosing Frankko. So it tries to bite at you, Frankko, and it misses. And it tries to bite at you again, Frankko, and it hits. It's hilarious. The second ones keep hitting. You got 6 damages. And it has an ability called Knockdown. And if your last action was a success with a strike, then you fall prone. There's not even a check. You just are knocked prone, Frankko. And that is the wolf's turn. Squirrel.
And all right, I think I will try to finish the wolf. I'm already hunt praying, so I do need to reload, but that kicks in my ace.
Yep.
So I will reload and then fire with the crossbow. Doe.
No.
Yeah, I'll just take cover again.
All right. The Hermit goes. He is frightened 2, which means he's a -2 to all his checks and DCs, including his armor class. But he is going to fight. He is going to run up, and the same thing. He's going to. No one's hit him yet, so he's going to pick Puk or Frankko on a D4. Same roll before. He picks Frankko. So yeah, he's going to move up and try to smash Frankko with a club, and fail miserably. And he has a -2 on that anyway, so that's a miss. That was a move and a swing, and I think he's gonna swing again. Maybe he should have hunted you, but it's too late. He's gonna swing again. And a 16 is a miss because he is frightened. That's not factored in there. So he is done. His turn ends, and one of his frightened stacks goes away. He's only frightened 1 now. Frankko. You're muted, friend.
I guess Frankko will do the confident finisher on
You
the
are
Hermit.
prone.
So stand, I guess.
Yes, it's a move action to stand up. It does not provoke, or even if it does, they don't have it, so don't worry about it.
Okay. So he'll stand. He'll swing
All right, at the wolf, you said?
at the Hermit.
At the Hermit, okay.
Mhm.
And this is a finish. Yes, that is a hit. That seems rather low for all those dice you just rolled, but okay. That's a hit for 9. It seems like it was
That's
more.
how we're rolling tonight.
No, I think Squirrel had
It's
some really big
trash.
numbers.
Trash forever.
So that was 1 action to stand, 1 action to attack. Do you have another action?
Yeah. I guess maybe I'll pop my potion at this point.
Okay.
So. No, it's not in my inventory. I'll just. I gotta click into my character to do it.
Yeah, it's interesting it doesn't show up on the list of things.
But it's not equipped, right? Isn't that the difference?
Oh, do you have to put a hand on it or something?
Do you have to? You don't have to equip a potion before you use it, right?
No, I don't think so. I hope not. I think like they have rules about you have this many on your belt versus your backpack, but I don't care that much.
So,
yeah. Okay.
how do I apply the hit points?
I already did. I gotcha.
Okay, thanks.
That's
it.
Puk.
All right. Let's go with stab first on the wolf.
All right.
Jeez.
That is a miss on the wolf.
All right. And I guess we'll try try to fix up Frankko.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Gonna heal him with 2 actions. Look at that. Blowing
Man.
both of his first level
Why,
spells
Jesus!
to heal you for 11. But again, you get the +8 on it, so he's still mostly healed. But yes, look at this. That's it. That's both of his first level spells.
And
First fight of the night. And that's his turn. So the wolf goes. And seeing that the hermit is fighting Frankko, he is also going to fight Frankko still. He's not even going to make the roll this turn. He's going to bite Frankko and miss. And bite Frankko and miss. And he is ravenous. Let me confirm that this doesn't matter. He has this. No, so that's not even going to matter at all. He doesn't have 2 allies. Okay. So he is feverishly trying to bite you with his last attack, which is a critical miss because of, -10 rule. So this is bad. You take 1d10 persistent bleed damage.
Oh my gosh.
All right. This is bad.
So that happens
At the end of his turn.
That happens now?
Yes,
Or...
it'll happen now. So his turn is over, so he will take that 4 damage now. I have to do it myself. So the wolf.
So is he bleeding out? Like if will he just?
He will
At the
continue to
beginning
bleed,
of-
but
I think next turn it doesn't look good for him.
Yeah, he gets his
looking at that
entire
bar.
next turn at least. Correct. He makes
Wait,
it-
so he will make it. He will have actions next turn,
correct.
or no?
He takes it at the end of his turn. He just took it now, and he will take it at the end of his next turn. Yeah.
What
Alright.
to do? What to do?
And we're up to start.
Kill the hermit.
All right.
We have
I
have
think-
a chance to kill the wolf before. I would say he's the greater threat. At the
Yeah,
moment.
agreed.
All right. Okay, so then I will hunt prey.
And you're already
and-
hunting him, right? Or
No, I'm
you've got the
hunting the
wolf.
wolf
but-
right now.
Yeah, well, I'll kill the hermit anyway.
Yeah, but that's okay because I'll just not take cover since the action's all in front of me. So I do a hunt prey and a load, and then I fire the crossbow at the hermit. There we
Nice.
That's a hit. Yeah.
go. All right, so here's the ace damage. Not much there, and then the 1d8.
Hey,
There we go.
Hmm.
There we go.
Boom, boom. So he is bleeding profusely. You cut him in the chest, and he turns to look at you, and he's furious that you are still standing in his house, and he can't hit you with a sling.
And he's got no sling, right? He's got no
Yeah.
sling.
You can tell, like of all the people on the battlefield, even though he's engaged with 2 people and his wolf is bleeding out, he's staring at you with fire in his eyes. This disheveled elf. I know he's wearing like rags, and
I want to like grab the wolf urine and taunt him. Look what I got!
he does not like that. he's losing it. He's furious. Do you have any actions left, or was that everything?
No, that was it. Hunt prey, hunt prey. Reload and fire. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
done.
So
Yes, and P-taunt is a free action.
yeah, I'm allowing that as a free action. So I'm gonna have him make a will save to see if he doesn't want to just charge around everybody to get to you. Yeah, he's good enough. He's gonna fight. He's not gonna be. He's furious, but he's not with blind rage at this point. So he's gonna attack Frankko.
I'll dodge the first one.
Oh, fine. I think that still hits. For 6 damage. Ow. Yeah, and he basically he swings like an overhand chop, and then he tries to swing back with it on his next attack, and misses. And he's not going to make the 3rd attack because he saw what happened to his poor wolf. Oh, he has a -1 on all these, but that still hits. Not -1 to damage though, just his attack rolls. Yeah, so he's done, and I don't know what he's going to do with his. He should have hunted you. I'll say he hunts you now.
Yeah.
'Cause I forgot. He should have.
Well,
hunted you.
yeah, that's right.
I won't retcon it. But go ahead, Frankko.
His frightened, I think, also goes away now. I think this was 2
Correct.
turns.
Yes. He was frightened too, and it's gone now. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so I think Frankko is first going to try to tumble to a flank position, if you would allow that, tumble through.
Can you tumble through? Oh, through? Because he's in
Yeah.
rough terrain. So yes, I'll say yes, but it's a harder check than normal.
Okay. So I got to do acrobatics, yeah.
Yes, it is acrobatics. I don't think that's good enough. Let me see. Tumble through. Faster, Ion. Fast on. Okay. Against their enemy's reflex DC. And it's a little harder than that. So his reflex DC. No. Yeah, you fail. Your movement ends and you trigger reactions if you have moved out of the square. So yeah, so he doesn't have a reaction to hit you, but your movement ends. You try to tumble past him, and he just juts out his knee and catches you in the ribs, and you just bounce back up. You don't fall down or anything, but you are stopped.
Okay.
It's done.
But you have your 2 actions still. You just couldn't.
Yeah, so I'll swing.
Well,
Fine.
in that case,
That's a hit. If I must.
Yahtzee.
I was trying to be a little flair. He falls down dead. So after he juts his knee out and he looks at you and smiles, and you just get him right in whatever vein is in the leg that I forget the name of.
Is that the carotid artery?
That's up at the heart, isn't it? It's vena cava, inferior vena cava. Anybody? Any biologists in the house? Anyway, you kill him. He's dead.
And then Frank. Oh no, I can't move now. Right.
It says your movement ends. I assume that movement action ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
The femoral artery.
Thank you, femoral. Thank you, doctor in the house, Dr. Puk, MD.
Franco's going to move into that position there.
Smart. And then it's Puk's turn.
Stabbing wolves.
And you got a flank now, so he's got a minus
Yeah.
2.
Oh, did I think I closed out of the VTT like an idiot. Hold on.
Oh dear. Yeah, you are not in it. Work rules, you're dead.
God.
It's over for Puk.
Excited looking for those hot artery facts.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the devotion to finding it.
The first thing they teach you in barber school is not to cut.
That big pain in the leg, stay the hell away from it. You're up here. You're up here, Puk.
Okay, all right, we're back.
We're back,
And
boys.
we're stabbing.
That is a hit on a wolf. For 3 damage. The wolf is dead.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to bleed out.
Correct. Yes, the wolf is
I
dead.
continue to stab the wolf.
That is fine. It doesn't resist or dodge. Do as you will. We're back to happy music. And the combat's over.
Everyone's dead.
It's
So peaceful.
yeah, some of the piece doesn't quite.
So Frank,
As you approach, just blood splatters from the wolf on your face.
Franco will see if Mr. Barber is interested in giving the medicine another try.
Are you attempting to distract him from his stabbing, or are you waiting for it to conclude
Or let him
naturally?
get the hair first, Jeff. Let him
Yeah,
get
he
the
knows
hair.
better. No, he'll wait his turn.
All right, very good. There you go.
No,
So who was that to? Was that to Franco?
No. Yeah, Frank. Whoever asked Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just mash this button because it'll do magic. Well, I guess. Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna mash it. Forget it says it. Come on, dude, give me a success. I want to actually roll the dice. Come on. Using the macro, you're failing a lot. Okay, so you rolled it, so you would succeed.
Oh right. I'm sorry. I suck.
It's all good. It just gives me an easier to use button. So,
Yeah.
So there you go. Frank was healed for 4. It is still too early to fix Squirrel. It hasn't been an hour since the last one.
Fair enough.
But Puk, you could try to heal yourself if you care.
Yeah. Sure. I'll even.
As a side note, what time of day is it right now? Like,
3 damage for me.
Jesus
oh my god!
You should stop.
Squirrel's just watching Puck and
This
being
is
like,
like-
"What
like
is he
there's-
doing with that dirt?"
Oh man.
I just want to say that canonically, I disagree with these roles.
Maybe narratively, it was the woman back in the port that you creeped out. Like she went and swapped out your healing
Mm.
stuff. with,
Yeah, that must be it.
Lynn, that fucking gnome.
This isn't a balm. This is acid.
Yeah. So what else? What's going on, guys? What are you doing?
And anything in that the hunter's carrying? I guess the broken sling.
Puck
Could repair
displays what you would consider a peculiar disinterest in the hair of this individual,
It
Oh.
is
given
muddy
what
and
you know
matted.
about him.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
completely like scornful, almost.
Okay.
So if we want to make use of all these sling bullets, we should try to repair that sling. Are we just dragging all this stuff with us in general, or only the stuff we actually pick out?
That's a great question. I assume you're dragging it with you, but I didn't think to figure out the bulk. It's supposedly easier in Pathfinder 2, but I haven't actually bothered to track it.
Okay.
So I assume you're dragging it with you unless you want to stow it places and come back for it later.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess until you tell us it's unreasonable to drag it with us, we'll keep dragging it.
We'll continue
But
dragging it.
in
I'll
that
do that
case,
later.
in that case, I will try a repair on the sling because
Okay.
those bullets seem nice, right?
Yeah, the sling
Um,
bullets are certainly nice. Like, well, at least there's special ones. There's 4. There's 2 of 2 different special precious metals, and the other ones are just regular sling bullets, mostly like just
Right.
rocks and whatnot.
Who besides Puck noticed the weird broken thing? Everybody?
I think. Well, that was in the footlocker.
Yeah, that
Frankko
was
saw
just in
that.
the loot,
Yeah,
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Franco saw that.
I feel like, we should.
But I
Somebody
can't
that
try to
isn't me should
repair
care
something.
about that.
I mean, should I try to repair something? Can I try to repair something I don't know what it is? Is that
a sling?
thing?
A
No,
sling?
no, because there's another thing broken.
Yeah,
You're
we're
talking
talking
wolf-
about the
Oh,
weirdo.
yeah. It's a shattered piece of wood. It appears to be something that was made of wood at one point and is shattered into multiple pieces. But before I get into that, so the poacher himself had a club, padded armor, a snare kit, which Squirrel is somewhat familiar with.
Yeah.
And having
Yeah.
seen that and the tools that are on him, you're pretty sure that bag of wolf urine was part of a snare. It was like basically he has these simple rudimentary woodlands type traps, and that based on what you know now, opening the door the wrong way would have slammed that in the face of the person opening it. And the
it was
stench
more
was
for
so
the
powerful.
weight, not the urine.
Yes, and it was so powerful that he might be able to track you for a long ways based on how badly you would have smelled.
Because you stink.
Because
I
you
get
stink
it.
like
Okay.
fetid wolf piss.
Gotcha.
He also had a sling bullets, and a elixir of life, a minor one. So I will put all this into the Hermit footlocker. So if I mash loot selected tokens and I click on the Hermits. So now they're all in that footlocker thing I had over there. The hidden one.
Yep, see that?
So anybody can take whatever they want. I think if you take it, it tells me you took it. So is there anything that anybody wants? And in the meantime, Squirrel, you need to make a craft check to try to repair that thing.
Right. And crap.
Would anybody be opposed to me taking that the healing potion since I had to use mine?
Go for it.
Can do that, yeah. And then I'm also interested in the smoke stick if nobody else is.
There are 2 smoke sticks.
Oh, okay.
Zero interest in any item in the chest.
What
all
is
you guys.
a smoke stick?
You basically like bang it near you and it. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks.
okay. Oh, yeah, that seems handy. Yeah, I'll take
So-
the other one. Where the hell is crafting? Oh, there it
It
is.
should be a skill.
Skills. All right, so that's my attempt to repair.
You succeeded in repairing the sling, yes. You were able to mend the leather back together in such a way that it is functional.
Okay, it's certainly Squirrel likes the idea of having a backup ranged weapon, but it might be nice for somebody else to have a ranged weapon too, if that's more advantageous. I don't know if Frankko.
Not really for me. I mean, Franko will just go find his star knife and pick that back up. I assume that's
Oh,
kosher.
right. You've got that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
around. You can find it. Yeah.
Is that still like a simple untrained weapon? A
Yes,
sling?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to. If
Okay.
you're looking to get rid of it, I'll take it.
Yeah, go for it, because that way there can be, in case more than one ranged person is advantageous.
Drag
But
it
I'll
onto your
take
sheet. I want to see if you're able to.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I took the
Let
smoke
me.
stick.
I guess you should
Oh,
try.
and I do want to try to read the journal too. I think you guys gave it to me, but I didn't do anything with it.
Okay.
All right. Something has happened.
Yeah, you can also take all the bullets down by the consumables.
All right.
And anybody else, you can take whatever you want, and whatever you don't want, I will put on the common loot sheet when we're done. So you open the journal, and there are many entries in it. You spent 10 minutes fixing that sling. How much time are you going to devote to reading a journal?
If it's got a gripping tail, I'll spend some time, but otherwise, this is just a 5-minute glance through.
Okay. So you open the journal and start reading the first couple entries. They're all very short. The journal appears to belong to a farmer, and it's filled with many short entries detailing a simple, idyllic life. A wife and 3 children are mentioned, and common topics include the fertility of the seasons, milestones in his children's lives, and a sense of pride in the family's work. As you flip through you're getting bored as you're flipping through the first couple of pages, and you
Sounds like bullshit.
Not to put it down.
and there's one that's slightly longer than others, and it's him extolling the virtues of a pumpkin he grew that was so large he won a blue ribbon at the town fair. So he seems to take exceptional pride in the fact that he's a good farmer. So you're getting even more bored, and you start flipping. You're not even reading anymore. You're just flipping through it, and you notice near the end of the journal, in like the last quarter, the handwriting is getting noticeably worse, and that piques your interest a bit. So you flip through to the end, and you go to the last one, and the last entry reads, "My hatred for him has poisoned not only my land, not only my heart, but that of the whole town. I have brought doom upon them all. All but her most pious servants have lost their way and draw his ire. Though they have not withered as I have these past 2 years, they will soon feel her scorn. As she has been abandoned, so shall he abandon them. I sense a dark storm coming, and she will not rise to protect us." And then it just begins like scribbling and drawing horrible storms and lightning and darkness.
Okay, I'll turn to the guys and be like, yeah, he seemed sad anyway, so I think it's all right we killed him.
Yeah, so you do believe that there's probably more other things you could read, but in a passing glance, you get a very boring beginning, a weird, he's going crazy middle, and the end is like doomsday prepper kind of stuff.
All right, that I think Squirrel's satisfied, and I'll just tuck the item, if in case it comes in handy later.
Okay. So there's still Alchemist Fire and Acid Flask, if anybody wants to grab either of those. You can anybody can throw them. You don't have to be an alchemist to use them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I assume there'd be a benefit to Fumbar, right? But I will take this.
I don't. Yeah, I think he has skills that makes him better at throwing, but he's not here, so. And there's oil, torches, rations. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to try to identify that broken thing to like see if we can figure out what it is?
I can roll something secretly, I think, would be the best way to do that.
Okay.
Let me. Everybody's looking at this thing.
Yes.
So, private GM roll. Squirrel, you are the only one who can make sense of this. So they put the pieces together, and again, it looks like some sort of wooden figurine or wooden symbol or something, and no one has any idea. But Squirrel, putting the pieces together and actually trying to rebuild it a little bit, you get a sense that this is a leaf with water dripping off of it. So it's a carving of what looks like a leaf with water dripping off the end of it, and you are reasonably certain that this is a holy symbol of Gazray.
Holy symbol of, is this part of the pantheon or something?
Yes, this is a Pathfinder Gurlarian god.
Got it.
Gazre is a dualistic deity of nature, a god of the storm and sky, and also a goddess of the wave and the surf. She's responsible
okay, so
for...
a nature-oriented god. This so Squirrel would definitely know.
Correct, yes.
This. Okay.
And they have that back where you are too. Gazre exists back there. These are elves. They don't seem to be worshiping. At least this one didn't seem to be worshiping an elven god. It's just Gazre. It's the same Gazre you know.
Okay. So he's a Gazre god. I don't know if smashing it meant that he was kind of sick of it, but that's what it was, guys.
I don't know. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't think. Does it?
You rolled so poorly.
Is Gazre the she that he's referring to in the journal? What gender is Gazre?
Puk and Frankko know so little about religion that they are unaware of what it is.
But it's a girl. Did you just say girl, Joe?
No. So interestingly enough, Gazre has two avatars. He takes the form of an elderly male when he is representing the wind, and a youthful female when she is taking the place of the water and waves.
No. It's a fluid thing, guys. You know, pick your pronoun.
Yeah, he went both ways in the reading, if I didn't make that clear. He referred to the same deity in different ways.
Okay, interesting.
All right, anybody taking the acid and fire?
I think I'm content to leave it in the communal, or one of you guys can have it.
Yeah, no, I would leave it in the communal as well.
All right, well, if you ever want to go throw it, it's not in your pocket. All right, I'm going to take everything there into the... And I can demystify that holy symbol. There's a button now, and now it becomes a
cool
symbol, wouldn't.
Nifty.
All right, so now if I click this and I hit loot select token, will that work? Ah, sweet, that's so cool. This is great.
Wait, what happened to it? Where'd it go?
It's now in the party common loot. So if you go to the actors tab under PCs.
Oh, so now I go over to that. Okay.
Is it visible for everybody?
Hold on, let me find it.
See it.
It's there now. I don't know what happened.
There it is.
I don't know what happened
There
to
it
it,
is.
but it was hidden. But yeah, all the items, I promise, I didn't steal them. They're all there.
Sweet.
So there you go. And we can
Press on.
We can press on.
Yeah.
And what time of day is it? Just so we're not about to try to storm the place at night? Or maybe
No,
we
you're
should.
not. And all of you have dark vision for that.
I have used all my spells. I'm just putting that out there.
You've got cantrips.
Wait, is there? Can we do a short rest so he gets one back, or no?
I don't think that works in Pathfinder. There is no short rest.
That's not a Pathfinder 2, is it? Okay.
No, so Pathfinder 2 has what they call like focus spells, which are kind of like domain spells in the original thing. So he has a spell that does come back on short rests, but it's not the heal spell he used on you. His spray of stars thing is it's basically like a burning hand meets color spray kind of thing. That would refresh if he took a 10-minute break, but not his healing spells. So no, he is out of healing spells for the day. And it is
a little banged up. We gotta be careful.
Yeah, it is early afternoon. So
yeah,
you rated the. Okay.
I think it's a legitimate concern in the absence of additional goblins.
Wandered off too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got busy and just disappeared. Even.
All right. Well, we can scout ahead with caution. At least we seem.
Yeah, I would say we can look and
because you said we're only a mile from the town, right? So I feel
correct. Yeah, you are not that far from town.
Approach.
And it's still early. Like I said, you raided the coast very early in the morning, and you've only walked for like 2 hours. So it's noon, if not shortly after noon.
Oh, so if we rested an hour, Frankko can take a crack, Puk can take a crack at using the med kit on us all again.
Yes, if you wasted an hour, you could let the barber mutilate you again. Yes.
I mean, that certainly seems better than storming in there mid-afternoon.
What could possibly go wrong? It's been going really well so far. Let's go for it.
Yeah. And is this
who's up first?
Is this area elevated, Joe? Like, could we?
How about you do yourself first again?
This area is elevated, but only slightly. Yes.
Okay.
Let me hold on.
Yeah, use the button. That didn't count. I didn't see that.
Use the
And
button.
I think during the hour, Joe, too, I would like to climb a tree using my climbing kit and just
Yep.
use the spyglass just
Yep.
to look ahead with
Sure.
anything I can learn. So, I don't know, pick one of these trees that seems high.
Sure. Go ahead and make 2 climb checks and see if you fail any of them badly. And
All right, and that's athletics, right?
yes, athletics to climb.
We can also grapple hook it and have you.
Well,
climb.
I have a climbing kit, which actually, now that I know I can put it up, it gives me some advantage. Where is it? Climbing kit. Oops. Oh, I hit it twice. So, yeah, 50 feet. And then
Puk did his
I
himself
move
first.
slower, but if I fall, I have a way to prevent any
Okay.
damage.
Sure.
Okay, so
make 2 athletics checks, and we'll see if anything bad happens. Even, buddy.
Oh,
Everything good, bro?
Yes.
I love
Hey,
you.
there
I
we
love
What's
your
going on? I
family.
don't have any picture though. Oh, there it goes.
Right.
we just stabbed many wolves. Well, a single,
single wolf.
got,
many
got a
times.
little dicey
Single
in there
single
without
man.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, Squirrel,
Okay.
you shimmy up the tree faster than you think you could with the climbing kit. So you get to the top, and you can make your perception check at the top. Puck tried to heal himself with his med kit. Like, you were hanging out for an hour to wait for the previous wounds to set a bit. And yeah, so Squirrel, you see along the way there is a decently wide but not raging river that you believe you need to cross. And beyond it, the forest gives way to these big sprawling fields of wheat and various orchards and things like that.
And do I see the town?
You do see the town, yes, in the distance behind
Okay,
behind the farms.
And does the town have walls, or is it,
It
have any
does not have
defensive
walls.
structures? Okay, so it's just river, field, and then buildings representing the
River,
town.
field, and buildings, and there are some trees around the town as well. But river, field, then like a small, thin, like copse of trees around it, and then the town rises up behind the small trees.
All right, and can I gauge where I think the best place? I mean, there must be a bridge on the path that leads over the river. Is that right?
There is not that I can see.
What? There's a path through the woods, and it just kind of leads to the river. and you
I
gotta-
didn't say, did I say there was a path? Is there a path?
Well, you said when we were back at the port that there was a path
That's
you
true.
could tell.
Yeah, you went to the forest. I guess. Yeah.
Well, you could just tell me they hop across rocks.
I mean, I
know.
don't really think I want to be cropping across rocks. If you've been following on the path, I guess there would be. Yeah. We can go with that. We can go with yes. We can make that work.
Okay. And anyone of note, I mean, I assume I'm not seeing anyone from our group, like Opilius or anybody. I don't see any of our people
That's a good
out
question. So you rolled a 23. That's decent, but not super great.
there. Okay.
That's as high as you can roll almost. But yeah. So yeah, they're all moving through the forest mostly, so you don't see anybody else moving on the town, no.
Okay. All right, then I'll come back down and did Puck try to heal himself or?
Puck did
I
heal
healed
himself.
myself
Did it,
extraordinarily well.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Who else? Who else would like?
I will try again after watching Puck not use dirt.
All right. Huzzah!
Oh god, never mind.
Yay.
No, you
I
didn't-
was
you
the
didn't
healing
hurt
roll. I was excited to fail again.
No, you're,
Well, you
you're
get
All of
healed
a sudden, with Evan back and we're all
Yeah.
getting healed, boy.
you get one more try, so
on Frankko.
Yeah, here we go.
There you go. You rolled a 20 on all of them. Wow, look at you.
this guy.
I
He's
mean,
worked through all those acid. bottles.
that is likely literally the only place I developed the character. Like, as far as skills go.
Even comes back after taking a monster of a piss. What's going on, Even?
I'm empty. What happened at the cabin?
It's full of pee.
There was a piss trap, yes. We didn't trip it. But there
I
was
suppose.
Mostly because of lack of strength. You guys weren't strong
Yeah.
enough.
We failed to kick open a very, very flimsy barricade. And then I squeezed down the chimney and discovered lots of pee.
Ew.
Then I set off a trap and nearly caught myself in a bear trap. And after screaming at each other through the door and several other goblin antics, we attracted the attention of a hermit, whose cabin it was,
Yeah, that's good.
and then murdered him. I think that pretty much
He
covers
was
it.
sad. Based on the journal, he was very sad.
He was very sad, and we killed him.
He broke his sling. He snapped his
That's true.
sling.
Yeah.
He crit failed with his sling and snapped it. Yes, that is accurate.
Oh God.
It was good. But in spite of that, we all still nearly died, and we're very glad that you're back.
It's a little touch and go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw something.
You saw something? What?
Sorry, I saw something.
All right. Well, now that we're all healed up, should we press forward to the town? I'll relate that there's a river there and I guess a bridge.
Totally a bridge. Totally, completely.
Oh
prepared.
yeah, always was.
Totally, completely prepared to have a bridge this whole time. I'm not
Right.
dragging a bridge on the map right this second as we speak. It's not happening. It's always been there.
Bridge.png.
I've got it. It's there. Let's take a bio break and we'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Cool.
All right, so you guys are headed to the river where there is totally a bridge. Yep. Okay, so you're heading to the town. Again, you're only like a mile away at this point. So you continue walking through the woods. And as I said, after the river, the woods kind of let up a little bit, and there's this big arable field, and then a small copse of trees that lines the town of Thaeth. So I will probably easier to just copy your tokens, I guess. So. I didn't bring your dog along with you. I forgot about your dog in this fight.
I mean, I said if he wandered off, then he wandered off.
Oh,
so.
I don't think I wanted him to wander.
Oh, okay.
I just forgot about him. I think
Yeah, I
he's
guess
still following me.
if I would have thought while we were ransacking the cabin, I would have tried to call him just to see if he was around, but I forgot to. So.
Fair enough.
And you rolled a 20. That dog is yours now.
Yeah, that dog
That's
is
a
definitely
rule.
that dog is definitely hanging out with you. I completely agree with that.
Okay, it was back, smelling its butt or something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, or you
ignorant
commented
of the...
before you snuck in. You didn't want to reveal you, so you told to stay. And it listens.
Was there any food in the cabin?
There was lots of rations in the cabin, including dried meat, because he had a wolf.
We took them.
They're in the kitty.
We took everything.
Yeah, there are many foods.
There are
many
much
foods.
foods.
It's all in the party loot now. If you
Even
click
as,
on
like,
the
steady eating rations as we walk.
just no objection.
Alright, so I take you to another map where there is a river. And I assume the same situation, squirrels scouting in front.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna put everybody else at like the back of the map. And Squirrel, give me a perception check to see when you notice the thing that's about to happen.
Okay, so just cut straight to perception, no need for stealth.
Yeah, make a perception check first to see, and then we can do a stealth
Okay.
if that matters. Okay, yeah, give me a stealth check too.
Okay. Oh, and this will have the modifier because I am tree dweller.
You are a tree dweller.
Where is stealth? Oh, I missed it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. And so +2.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah. So you are continuing
Super
to sneak
quiet.
up, and you get to this tree over here, and that's when you notice that there is an elf sitting on a log, fishing next to this bridge.
I'm sure he's sad too, so we can kill him.
How's the hair on this one look?
Is
Actually, it
Squirrel
looks like his
asking?
hood's up in the picture.
Mm.
It is. The picture is not completely accurate, but yes. Is Squirrel asking about his hair?
Okay, and that's all I see. Just a dude fishing.
A dude fishing. Calmly.
Oh, this won't stand.
Well, we got to cross that bridge. And
Gotta
I
put a
guess
stop
we
to
gotta
this
kill
immediately.
people. Let's see. I assume he's I'll motion to the others that there's a guy sitting there, and I guess I'll just keep killing people.
I'll make a perception check for him.
So can I just take a shot at him, or
Well, let's see
what
if he
do you...
sees you. He does not.
Pretty good.
All right, so I will hunt prey, this poor fisherman, and take aim with my crossbow. Yep.
Go for it. That is a miss, even though he is flat-footed.
Wowza. So what? An arrow just whizzes by his ear.
Correct. Just whizzes by his ear. And he looks up and he squints in your direction. And now that you're shooting at him, you're not like actually hidden, so he gets a better chance to see you. Yes.
Oh.
And he does. And he squints and he looks at you. And he points. And he says to you, in Goblin, Goblin, you are. Ship you from? Sea, come? And he points behind you to the ocean.
So I shot an arrow at him, and he's just talking to me.
That is correct.
I'm going to be like, yeah, how did you know that? And I'll say it in Goblin, I guess, as simply as I can.
Yeah.
Puck will walk out into the open and kind of stare at him quizzically.
So he looks towards Puck and then turns back to Squirrel who's talking to him. You asked him, how did he know that? Said, eyes see, wind tell.
I guess we'll just walk toward him.
If you like.
Actually, Squirrel is more likely to hold back here and let the others get in front. So he's not made a motion for a weapon of any sort.
He's still fishing. You shot him and he's still fishing.
I don't know if I'm more worried that he's not reacting.
Like, knowing what I know about the numbers, I'm terribly concerned, but realistically, I think probably not, right?
So
Can we ask him if it's just okay to cross? Can we just ask him?
You can ask, what do you say?
Who's got the best diplomatic? Who's our diplomat?
I think you're the only one who
Frankko?
speaks Elvish, but
No, he's
he's
speaking in Goblin. He's speaking in Goblin.
He appears to be poor Goblin, at least.
Yes. And so this picture is kind of identifies the scene, but the elf is all wrong. So imagine the elf has caramel colored skin and silky, luxurious, platinum white hair.
All right. Captivated. I continue to approach.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
Unless someone is physically restraining me, I will continue to approach.
Boy, if he wasn't going to fight us before.
Yeah, even will do that thing where he pops from spot to spot and just try to stay hidden.
He looks at Puck, who is crossing the bridge. He stopped there for a minute. And he looks at you and says, here, why you?
Puck just kind of tilts his head and holds up the shears. Non-threateningly. and points it at his head.
I think I'll shout in Elven, like, he just wants to cut your hair. Is that okay?
The second you speak Elven, he raises his hand and waves it away. And he says, Goblin no see before. And he points to his mouth and says, practice.
He's not speaking in Elvish.
And
Is someone making some sort of like physical indication that I need to stop walking?
The elf is not.
Okay. How about any of you guys?
Yeah, Squirrel doesn't want to get on the bridge until he clears this up. I don't know what Frankko's doing.
He's just kind of following along close to Puck, but not stopping him per se.
You should. Can you sing him like a calming tune or something?
He's totally calm.
Yeah,
He's very calm, like weirdly calm.
Totally
Right.
aroused, yes.
And
I guess we're just letting.
Seeing Puck
do
walk
his thing.
forward with the shears, he pulls part of his hair up, and he drops it. And Puck, make a perception check. As he drops it, you notice that it falls slower than should be happening.
Oh crap!
And you are certain for a moment it turns like that the platinum white hair appears green as it is falling through the air, but then quickly snaps back to platinum white. And not just like white tinted green, like verdant bright green. And then it's back to white again.
All right. What must I do to infer anything about the nature of this mystical hair? Because I'm deeply entranced.
Well,
Make-
also, and do we know what species
Arcana?
has green hair? Is
Yeah,
that
hit me.
something Puck would know?
well,
I just wish I hadn't used the hero point on a measly heal.
on useful things. Yeah. Let me make a secret GM roll for you, Puck. And then what were you asking, Squirrel?
Oh, would Puck know what race would have green hair? Like, is the green hair he got a glimpse of? Like, oh, that's this kind of creature.
The green hair is very strange to Puck.
Oh,
He
boy.
knows that gnomes have very vivid colored hair like that. He knows very little about elves, but none of the elves you've seen have had green hair. They've all had like blondish and white hairs. At least, again, you've only experienced elves like 5 times today, and that's all the experience
Right.
you've ever seen elves. You've never seen one with green hair, especially not one that seems to shimmer green and then turn back to white. That is very odd to Puck, and he doesn't know who else other than gnomes would have greenish hair.
Yeah, and I mean, assuming I'm not like noticing like an illusion or anything that would actively indicate deception to me, if it's just sort of mystical and odd, then absolutely just entranced and continuing to approach.
Okay, then yeah, you can continue to approach. Do another move. Do like a 25-foot move.
Can we say that I'm still trailing him the same distance away?
Okay, what are you saying or doing? You're just walking?
Yeah, just basically just like following him.
And he looks to you, Puck, and he takes his hair, and it's also quite long. It's down past his bottom. Like he's sitting on a log, so you can't really tell, but like when he picked it up and dropped it, you can tell that it's down past his
Yeah.
bottom. It's extremely long.
Yeah, there's absolutely no indication of hostility, unlike what you've seen from like any of the other elves that he's approached. Like it's not this like hostile harvesting kind of, but it completely just entranced.
Okay.
I need to know more.
So he nods at you and he drops his hair and he turns to Frankko who's walking behind you and he points to a fire over here and he says, "Fish have fire out, build, cook, eat."
Frankko doesn't really do much with that. He just kind of looks at the elf and gently nods and kind of just keeps his eyes mostly on Puck to see if he keeps moving forward.
When there's
Big
mention
way.
of food, even perks up, and he comes traipsing across the bridge with great haste, and he moves. Ironically, because we have a guy named Squirrel, he moves almost like a squirrel, where he's very sort of actively looking at the guy and keeping his back to the water and looking to build a fire.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't stop you as you hurriedly, squirreledly walk across the thing. And as you go to build the fire, he turns to you and asks the same question he asked earlier. He says, "Here, why you?"
So he won't speak in Elvish because he doesn't know Elvish, right? Should we try Common or something just to clear up the
Even
language
Steeples,
problem here?
even Steeples sticks, and when he asks him why he's there, he just goes, and then keeps building a fire.
He acknowledges you and then turns back to Puck, who has now approached him.
Puck, sidles up beside him, and if not disturbed, will with more care than you've seen him show anyone else, start like cutting the elf's hair.
You pick up a piece, and it is the silkiest, most radiant hair you have beheld.
Yeah, religious, treating it with religious care.
So as you go, you put your shears around it and you clip it, it glides supernaturally through the shears as they cut, and it remains uncut. It is not hard, it is not like, you don't feel like you're handling steel, but it glides through your shears as you cut it, and it is unharmed. Give me another perception check. Everybody except for Squirrel, because Squirrel's too far away. But again, you did feel it, Puk. It did feel real in your hands.
Franko.
Yeah.
So
Franko sees what's what.
Franco's going to also go up behind Puk, kind of positioning, because he senses that Puk may become crazed if another unsuccessful cut happens. He's sort of moving in position to
mitigate.
to calm the angry barber down.
Yeah. So again, you try to cut the hair. It glides through, and again, it falls with a unnatural slowness as you do. Even is busy building a fire, but Frankko sees well enough. This man is not casting a shadow.
Oh boy.
And he looks at Puk and just kind of he doesn't shrug. He just looks at you and then looks away after a moment,
Puck
leaving
is
you to play with his
muttering something about secrets, and it's not really terribly discernible.
Wait, is the fish real? Is like even really eating fish, or
Yes.
what is going on with
The
the
fish is real. The hair feels real. None of you have any reason to believe this is illusory. And he is sitting there. And he looks back at Frankko, and he asks the same question. Here, why you?
Can I roll any sort of knowledge check to see what I think about that shadowless deal?
What knowledges do you think would be relevant that you have? Or what lore skills, I should say, in this game?
Man.
Is there some sort of creature that
You
doesn't
have warfare and sailing. Neither of those are applicable.
Not particularly helpful, yes.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I guess Frankko will look at the fisherman after being asked the question and look back kind of at Even and over to Puk and back at the fisherman and just say, the show must go on.
Well, after the insubstantial hair cutting attempt, Puck's own singular hair will kind of point towards the guy and wiggle around, and let me do a read aura.
Oh, nice.
What does this do?
That is, I don't know. Let's see. It sounded good. See?
It's for items only,
Poo.
I think. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah, object is illusory.
Yeah.
He is not an
Alright.
item. You are aware he is not an item.
Regard.
So I mean, so the shears don't cut the hair, but everything else feels normal to Puk.
Yes.
Weird.
He picks up the hair, and it is very silky, and it feels like hair. And as he cuts it, again, it's not like the shears don't go through it like an illusion. They glide out of the way.
And just to be clear, he hasn't asked Puck what they're doing there yet. He's just kind of ignoring him while he obsesses
Correct.
over his hair, and he's talking to the other guys.
Correct. He's asked everybody else, and he's going to turn to you in a moment. And he will. He'll turn to you, Puk, and he looks at you, and he sighs. He says, "Here, why you?" And he gestures to all of the other goblins with you.
Puck makes one more attempt to cut a piece of hair.
So you pick up the smallest strand you can muster,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to cut it, and just like before, like you watch as the single strand like glides right at the edge of the blades where they meet, and just glides out and falls
So
supernaturally.
he'll mutter that the hair tells us to come, but he does not speak of this.
He looks at you quizzically for a moment, and then looks over at the rest of everybody. And he looks behind him, where you can see the town raising up over the forest. And he says, "Storm, dark, talk. You?"
Was he saying that to someone in particular?
No, he looked at everybody.
Storm Dark talk you?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No, thanks.
He gestures widely to the forest around, behind you, and all around. And
Puck holds up a big string of the hair and says, how?
he looks at you and shakes his head as if he doesn't understand what you're asking.
Puck snips futilely again.
And he says, They know work.
They have not spoken of this. It's genuinely distressed now.
He gestures broadly to the forest behind and around you, and he says, evil here. Evil with you. Evil are you?
He continues busying himself, like still unable to get past this hair situation.
Even is mowing down on a half-cooked fish and says through a mouthful of food, I fight to eat.
And he gestures towards the fish, and says, fish, eat, have. And he looks back at the rest of you.
Maybe we should try a who are you again. He's got enough goblin to understand who are you.
He says, elf. He points to himself. Elf. He points behind him. He says, town. My town.
And okay, I'm gonna try Elvish one more time, just shouting across in Elvish, like, what is your name? How about we'll just do something simple in Elvish?
As you shout Elvis again, he waves it away. He doesn't
What the
want to
hell?
He doesn't want to hear Elvish.
It's his town, but he doesn't want to speak Elvish. Maybe there's something weird with Thaeth.
He points to his chest. He says, old. Much old. Many old? Most old.
Again in Goblin.
In Goblin, yes.
Maybe we should just leave him be.
Frankko look at him and then kind of look around to the rest of the goblins and be like, fairly young? And he'll tap his chest.
He looks
Puck
around.
holds up his ineffectual shears and a strand of the hair and asks, what must I do?
And he looks at you and says, town. My. Destroy you?
Just kind of cocks his head. You want that?
And shakes his head and says, no want that.
Then what?
He says, port, heard, air whisper. You, yes?
Port yes, air no.
He said, air whisper, air tell you, yes?
I think maybe the hair told us, but I don't think anything about any air telling us.
He says, air tell me. Air tell
He's trying to say
me.
the air told him.
Air told me, port you. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, great. We're just going to admit we're the raiders?
So he points back to the town behind him. Town, my, you, like port?
Oh, here, I got an idea. How about I show him the journal with the storm entry? Didn't he say storm in his
Yes, the last one.
in his
talked
speech?
about- yes.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, I guess I'll come over since there's still
It's-
no.
It's bloody journal. Hey, you know anything about that?
All right, so I'm gonna flip to the last page of the journal and say storm, storm here.
And he looks at the journal, and he doesn't bat it away, even though it's in Elven.
Well, it has lots of pictures at the end, right?
Yeah, scribbles and scrawlings. And he nods, and he says, "Storm, dark, you?" And he gestures to the forest again. "Evil here, darkness, you?"
I'm gonna say I don't think so.
And he looks back towards Frankko and Puk, and reiterates again, "Port, you. Town like port?"
You're a tree man, even is still housing fish and
Yeah.
speaking with his mouth full.
What's a tree man?
He shakes-
There-
Okay.
Men talk to tree. There are men that talk to trees.
He shakes his head, and he says, no Urin." And Urin is, I guess, Squirrel would know. That's the first Elven word he said. Urin is of the woods.
Wait, he said no Urin,
He said,
or he
no
said
Urin. Like, I am not of the woods.
not of the woods. Okay. So he's really old. He's from the town. He doesn't want to speak in Elvish, and he seems to not cast a shadow.
Right. So he looks at Frankko. He sighs. He seems that he's not getting his point across. He sighs, and he says, "Town, no want like port. Yes."
Sure. So, can we
We're-
keep going?
Yeah, we're just meeting our friends at the town.
And yeah, and he sighs again. He says, "If must, town capture, burn no, murder no, need no."
Oh, it's okay. We just murder the sad people.
He looks at you confused. No
Right,
sad.
no burn.
No,
We-
no sad town.
no sad town. We capture town. Capture?
He nods.
Okay.
He says, "Capture, yes. Burn, no.
Oh.
Murder, no."
Help us capture? Help us?
He nods and says,
Whoa.
"Help, yes."
Okay, come. Let's go to town.
He
Weird.
shakes his head and waves you off. He says, "No, tell me." And he says, "Heroes, town 3, oak defender, staff gnarled, take, champion old, shield crowned, take, mage, red hair, or hair red, book gilded, take, heroes defeat, yes, others need no, yes."
Okay,
Sure.
3 guys, a mage. What were the other one? A champion and
An
Somebody
oak,
with red
oak
hair.
defender.
oak defender.
So, Franco will gesture towards the journal.
Oh,
And
we
say-
lost Oz.
Can you write?
I guess one of us can jot it down too, but
Well, yeah, but Franco's trying to get him to do it.
okay.
He takes it. Yeah, he'll take it. And I didn't note that there was a quill on any of the stuff. Let's assume there was. And he writes in extremely poor Goblin. He's like, I don't even know how goblins work in Pathfinder. I think there are rules about writing, but anyway. So he'll try. He's writing an extremely poor goblin, even worse than he speaks. But he is not writing an elven explicitly, and he writes down those words. He writes oak defender.
As he starts writing, and it's like it's not clear. Frankko will say, "Wait, stop, draw."
Okay. So he draws a staff that is like a gnarled piece of wood with little leaves growing out of it. He draws a shield with a crown in the center of it, and he draws a like gilded, bejeweled book. And the drawings are fairly intricate for what he can do on the Riverside with the quill.
So Frankko will point at the book and say, "These you want?"
No. He says Mayor, staff, shield, book, show.
Show the mayor, the staff, the shield, and the book.
He nods and he claps. He says, strong, yes. Savage, no. Show.
Take the town? Maybe to just
Should we
do
tell
these things?
Should we tell him you sent us?
He shakes his head. He's like, no, not mention. He points to his chest.
So just show him these pictures?
He shakes his head, no. And he repeats, oak defender, staff gnarled, take. Old champion, shield crowned, take. And he's like wringing his hands. Mage, book gilded, take. Show mayor.
Okay, so it sounds like he doesn't like who's in power, and he likes that there's some people here coming, as long as we don't kill everybody in the process, which honestly has not been our MO. We kind of kill everybody.
You're fairly indiscriminate, that's true.
But but we can rein it in, can't we, guys? Yeah, we can try to do some non-lethals.
I mean, we can say we are going to do anything.
Well, I'm looking around to try to reassure weird non-shadow dude here.
The false hair has led us to the true hair, as was foretold.
He repeats again, strong yes, savage no. Harm, show you mean not more. Mayor wise, people she protect if can.
All right.
I do my best.
Yeah, we thank you for the help. We will take town strong, not savage.
He nods and he claps, happy that you seem to have finally gotten the message.
Okay.
And he gestures again to the fish that even has eaten half of at this point. And he says, fish have, rest. And he casts his fishing rod again.
All right. I think we got our marching orders. Quest.
Are you staying and eating? Are you leaving? What would you like to do?
This is still like early afternoon or something?
Yeah, it's barely afternoon at this point. Again, it was only a mile away. I don't know how long it takes you to march a mile, but it's not even an hour. Minutes.
All right. I guess we could look around the campsite again just to see if there's anything else of note here, since we're all standing here now.
Sure.
He's sitting on a log. He has a fire that was put out, but even has rebuilt it. And he has a bunch of fish laying on a piece of leather or cloth, like basically like a tarp.
So, if and as the party gathers around the fire and a little bit away from the fishermen, Frankko would turn to them and kind of smirk and say, "Away from creep we get."
Yes, anybody?
What kind of
He seems okay.
remains enraptured?
All right, we're gonna have to drag Puck away, but
All right, you guys are dragging Puck away. You good?
yep. Come on, Puck. There'll be more hair at the town. Hair you can actually cut.
He looks at the elf, fake elf, and says, "You know, we will return when we've done as you ask."
He nods and says, "Again, we will meet. Yes, I see
Puk.
it."
Puk. Ask him. Does it have to be cut?
What? Sorry.
His hair, does it have to be cut?
I've been attempting to cut his hair the entire time. I don't know if
Ask him.
your internet pooped on that.
No, I know that.
Oh.
So Frankko
ask him for a piece.
Frankko would walk over, noticing that Puk was still too entranced, and put his hand on Puk's shoulder and say, and go back to the fisherman and say,
Well,
"Would you pluck a strand for our friend here?"
He looks at Puk, enraptured with his hand. I like that one a lot. And he looks you in the eyes, Puk, and he raises his hand to touch your face, and he says, "Promise you do?"
we'll do what we must.
He says, "Strong,
To
yes.
learn what
Savage, no. Yes?"
We'll do what we must to learn these mysteries.
He looks less than happy with that response, but nods. And he reaches to the top of his head. He plucks out one of his hairs. And again, it's like an ass-length hair. Goes all the way down. He gives you the entire strand of it.
This does not go into the general hair weave.
This is a special weave.
Yeah. This is oh boy, I'm gonna need to purchase some sort of special. I wish I hadn't used my spells already. This is where
my
the
pouch.
patch is for.
Yeah. So as he hands it to you and you take it, it glitters verdant green for a moment, and everybody sees it this time, not just you. And then it's back to being platinum white. So it is oddly glimmering in the sun, turning verdant green for just a moment, and then it's back to being platinum white. All right.
You're thoroughly convinced. Puck kind of looks to the rest of the party and like nods fervently. We should, do with this guy. Opelius is dead as far as Puck is concerned. This is the new hair. Opelius is the false hair.
Away from the creep you go.
Yes.
So you climb up over here out of the little riverbank, and the forest lets up, and you find a bunch of rolling fields with orchards and wheat and things like that. And as you are walking towards the town, you come across a homestead. You see a bunch of buildings, looks like, a house and some outbuildings. And Squirrel, you're scouting ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Do you care about the homestead?
So is the homestead on the way to the town? Is
Yes.
that what's
Correct. You are walking towards the town, and there are buildings on the way.
Joe, remind me of Opelius's orders.
we're supposed to take the town?
You are supposed to take the town. You were supposed to come this way. You were basically going southeast, and you're coming around a specific side of the town. And he told you that you are supposed to. I guess he didn't explain exactly what the plan was once you get there, but he told you which way to go and to approach the town. And he implied that other teams, like other people that were dropped along the shore, will be making the same sort of trip, and that they will all attack the town at once. He didn't give you a specific signal or anything like that, but presumably you are to get near the town and wait for something to happen.
Okay. Good enough for me.
All right, so I think I'm not trying to gather the attention of just some towns in a homestead, so maybe I'm trying to skirt the edges and direct the others accordingly.
Okay. All right. So you were skirting the edges, and you get make a perception check to see what you see about the homestead as you're passing by. You're trying to skirt around it. You don't see a heck of a lot. So you do see an elf out in the fields, in one of the wheat fields, and he seems to be threshing. And he's got a donkey and a cart, and he's threshing wheat. And you see back at the homestead, you can't make out anybody in particular, but you see 5 buildings. 4 of them large with thatched roofs, and one of them seems more permanent, more like a blue shingled roof. And they have wheat, and they're growing, looks like, some various fruits, pears, apples, and that's it. So you were skirting around the farmlands?
I think so. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the guys behind me if they seem more interested in checking it out or not, but I'm thinking that we skirt it. Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody good skirting?
Yeah, no objection.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. You continue on, and the woods have now begun to let up. There are still trees occasionally along the way, but this is mostly open farmland with, a couple of trees dotting the land. And let's see. You continue on towards the town, and I will mash the button to request a perception check. You can mash the buttons. Even, oh yeah, I'm not sure if you were here for this. So basically the perception check thing, you can click on the little dice in the picture, and it'll roll a perception check for you in a nice little pretty way. Do you see it in the chat?
Yes.
Yes, smash that button. The little dice there. Alright. Oh good, you rolled the least. Good. I was wondering what I was going to do if there was a tie. I guess I would have decided to roll it. So you guys are walking along in the sparse wooded area next to one of the fields. And Squirrel is scouting ahead. I will activate this map. Squirrel is scouting ahead. He gets to about there. And everybody is coming up behind. And you're all about like one move from Squirrel-ish. Where is Even in relation to Squirrel and the rest of the party?
With the rest of the party, but sort of wandering around somewhere between Squirrel and the party.
Okay. So Squirrel is moving down here, and where would Even be? Assume Puk and Frankko are where they are. Where would Even be?
Somewhere in cover.
Okay, so go ahead and
Stay
move.
there.
Yeah, okay. So as you are walking Even, you step on something you shouldn't have stepped on.
Oh, fantastic.
And I just realized that I had music for the Fisherman scene and totally forgot to play it. That's cool. It's great. It's wonderful. Do some more music. So, Even, you put your foot right into the center of a wasp's nest near that log.
Oh, fantastic.
And as would happen, wasps burst out of the log. So I need to mash this button. And combat's happening. You can right click and get the combat tracker if you want it. And
Us versus wasp.
right. Mashed all the buttons. And
Hunt prey for wasp.
does it work on swarms? We'll find out. So as he steps into it, you watch as a swarm of wasps kind of goes all around him, and I hopefully can send it to the back lair. But in the meantime, Puk, you get to go first.
What do I have for wasp swarms? I feel very little that don't involve also mangling.
I'm gonna
the individual.
snarkily say, you know what you've got in your kitty, in your party loot that's not in anybody's pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, that does come to mind.
Oops.
I don't know what that is.
They found
Wait,
alchemist
there were
fire in
some-
the hermit's loot.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'll let you get. I'll say that someone can get it from their action for like a full action. They can pull it out of their backpack, basically. But no one has it on hand. They So what would you like to do, Puk?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna delay here for a minute because I'm not sure what to do.
All right. You are waiting. Even. You got wasps.
Even's gonna book it. Even's gonna book it.
You're gonna run away from the wasps.
Yes.
All right.
Ugh, that's too far.
You can move 25 feet.
So Even will move to there and just be fumbling in his pack, looking to get out alchemist fire.
All right. Once Even clears the wasp zone, I will act, if I may.
Yeah,
Take my action at that point.
that's fine. Yeah.
How do you make me the
Oh
guy?
yeah, I gotta make you move. So I moved you, and now is it you? Yeah, it looks like it's you now.
Yes, now I'm the guy.
You're the guy now.
All right. We're gonna hit up here and do our
Spray
That
of
little dude.
stars. Each creature must attempt a reflex save. I assume I take that. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, it feels like that's an area effect. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's
it's a cone. It's like it's color spray basically
Okay,
with
so,
some flavor.
Yeah, why not? I do take. So I didn't. If I had rolled one higher, I would have critically succeeded and taken nothing. But I take half. So go ahead and mash the button. Like there's a button for 1d4 up there. You can do that. So I only take one. But I think I'm weak to it. So let me see how this works. So come on. It definitely has. So I have
Yeah,
weaknesses.
you take double half.
No, I
times
think it's even
3.5.
worse. It's so the way it works in Pathfinder 2 to stop all that fractions and bullshit, they basically make you're weak 5, which means you take 5 plus the damage.
Ooh.
So I take 1 plus 5 is 6. And the swarm is still going, but that was a pretty good hit. So that was a move, and you cast, and that's a 2-action spell probably.
Yeah. Where do
So
I?
spells.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 actions. Spray of stars. Yes, you're down. The wasp swarm goes, and it's angry at you. So it's going to move on top of you. And then it's going to do swarming stings. You take 1d4 piercing damage. So apparently you get a reflex save. Go ahead and make a reflex save.
I believe in you.
You
Ooh.
have, wow. DC 16. Yeah, so you didn't crit succeed, you regular succeed. So you also take half of his 1d4. So you take 1. And you don't have any, This is physical damage, so you take nothing.
Nah.
This is piercing
No beat.
damage. Yeah, and wasp stings. You must attempt a fortitude save. You have failed. You take 1d4 poison damage, which is not physical damage. So there you go. You take 3. And you are clumsy 1 for 1 minute. Clumsy makes all of your dex-related skills drop by 1, including your AC. And I will try to find that button. Clumsy 1. There you go. And these on top of you there. All right, that's the wasp's turn. Frankko.
I guess. Wait, so is even going through the loot to get the alchemist fire? Is that the deal?
That's what he said, yes. He's going to have it on his next turn.
Okay.
There is also a vial of acid in the loot.
Okay. Well then, Frankko will run over and, noticing that Even's reaching for the fire, will reach for the acid. Why not?
Fair enough. Okay, so you move over, and that's you'll say it takes your whole turn to find it. I was gonna say one action. Let's just say it takes your whole turn to fumble through the bag you've been dragging. So both of you will have the item on your next turn, and then it's Squirrel's turn.
All right, so I have a torch in my bag and flint and steel. Can I light the torch?
Oh yeah, I'd say it's a single action.
Okay.
Torch, sure.
Okay, and then I don't have a way of equipping it. Can I just say I've equipped it or something?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, you're trying to hit him with the torch, basically.
Yeah, basically, I'm thinking the fire will have some approximate effect of whatever the.
Sure,
Okay.
I go with that.
All right, then I will walk up to it, I guess.
Sure.
So there was 1, 2 actions, and then I can attack with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
just
supposed
use
to...
just use your fist.
Fist.
Yeah,
Okay.
use your fist and then use your fist damage.
Okay.
Yep, that's a hit. Oh, actually, that is not a hit on a swarm, apparently.
Oh wow.
Wow, yeah.
A
That is,
storm.
yeah. Oh, it's clumsy. Oh no, it's not clumsy. You're clumsy. Never mind. I saw the icon at the top of the swarm. Like, oh wow, that's weird. No, yeah. So that is a miss on the swarm. So you swing.
Okay, that was 3.
You swung your torch through it, and you managed to miss most of the bugs, and it is unaffected. But you are now armed with a torch, though. Even.
Right.
You now have alchemist fire in your hand.
I don't know how close I have to be to use alchemist fire effectively.
It's a 20-foot range. You can throw it further with a penalty to your hit. It is a splash 1 weapon. So if you aim for the center of the swarm, you will hit Puk.
So even to move there, and can I ready for Puk when Puk moves to throw it in?
Yes, but also splash is only 1
You
damage.
could throw it to the side.
You could, but then it would only take 1 damage.
I see.
If you want the swarm to take the bulk, you gotta aim somewhere in the swarm. So you could ready. You use 2 actions to do 1 action in the future. Is how ready works. So you're gonna ready if he moves. Okay.
So he'll ready and yell for Puk to move.
Okay. Puk, you've been yelled at.
Puk will oblige. I'll move back towards our other buddies down here.
You got 2 other actions. Want to do anything else?
Yeah. What is the? Is there any kind of meaningful defense action?
Only taking cover. I don't know if there's a.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a defensive. It's not
Yeah. All right.
Especially
Well,
on
then maybe
swarms.
we'll. But yeah, that's not. I don't need to cover from bees.
Okay.
They won't see me here.
You could move again and try to hide.
Yeah.
Hide is an action. You're
What kind
behind
of
a rock and hide.
crevasses are we working? I feel like again though a crevasse is that's opposite. That's not helpful for bees.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to be. Yeah, I agree.
Problematic, in fact.
Yeah, but you can try to hide behind the rock and hope they don't see you, or jump into
Yeah.
the tree and hide. Yeah, so do another move,
Yeah.
and then
Let's
do
go
a
hang
hide
in the
action.
rock and.
Yeah, make a stealth check. And then even you come off because he's moved, so you want to use your ready action to throw the bomb.
Yes, but I don't know. I don't have a ranged attack, so I just roll a d20.
Yeah, just roll d20. Why not? They found a sling, but I think Puk took it for the record.
I have a sling. Yes.
With cold iron and silvered bullets. Because the Doomsday
How do
Paper was
I-
prepared. Oh yeah, you don't have anything for this, do you? Just roll d20. There you go. Okay. That's a 16. I assume you have higher than a +1 dex.
Yes.
Yes, then you hit.
Hooray! And I have no idea what alchemist fire does.
Fantastic. So if I go over here and I open the party comment loot and I click on alchemist fire, to put those back both in the chat. That's the acid, and this is the fire. So that gives you magic buttons, but I guess you don't need the button. You've already hit. So go ahead and do the damage button on the fire.
Huh.
You see it in the chat?
I'm hitting it. It's not doing it.
Can you click on yourself and hit it, or is that not?
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
click on yourself first. It was weird.
I am clicked on myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will hit it for you. I
That
don't
was-
know. I don't know why. Oh, it's not doing anything for me either. That's cool.
Let's see.
Probably have to have it like equipped in the character that it's coming from, I would imagine.
Okay, fair enough. So just roll 1d8. Yeah, there you go. So it takes 9. So it takes the 4 plus 5 because of its weakness for 9, and it is still alive. And then it goes, and it doesn't like that Squirrel has fire, so it's gonna move away from Squirrel. It's gonna go fly it even, and it moves. It stings. Make a reflex save, friend.
Well, that ain't no good.
No, that's not good. You're gonna take the full 1d4 damage. You're gonna take all of it. You're gonna take all that 1 damage.
No.
Not having that 1. There you go. And did you roll it again for fun?
I rolled the fortitude save because you said there was.
Oh, fair enough. Yes, correct. The wasp stings. Yes. So you are not poisoned by the wasps. Frankko.
I guess Frankko will get within range to throw and then just do exactly what Even did. So he'll encourage Even to move and ready his acid flask.
Alright. So you moved, you used 2 actions already, and Squirrel with your fire torch. As opposed to ice torches.
Why can't I move?
You're on measure, I
I
think,
switched.
probably.
I switched. Yep, my bad.
Okay.
Okay, move and strike
You
again.
use your fist. That is a hit on the swarm. Now just use your fist damage. Yeah, 1d4. We'll take the strength off. So you rolled a 2, and we'll say that the fire hits its weakness. So you're going to do a total of 7 damage, which is a lot. Yeah, so he manages to burn the majority of the swarm, and it dissipates into nothingness. So you can save your acid there, Frankko.
Whew.
Oof. And that's it. That was your erratic fight with the swarm.
So even books it over to the log.
Hmm.
When the swarm disperses, I can't seem to move. I can't seem to do anything.
Oh,
No,
you're out of combat. Sorry. There you go. There it is for you. Move.
Okay. So even moves over to the log, and he looks in to see if it's a beehive, and straightens up, shrugs, and says, "No honey," and then moves away from the,
That is accurate.
the log.
It is a paper-like wasp's nest, and there is no honey. Correct. And they have no loot. They don't hide gems in their nest or anything like that. So no.
Stupid wasp.
So you guys continue on. And like I said before, there is a small copse of trees outside of the town. But you guys have now officially made it to the town of Thaeth. So I'm going to show you just the general map. Oh, I apparently have to turn on vision. Give me a second here. I have to copy your tokens onto the scene, I guess. That's interesting. Alright. And let me turn off fog. That'd be a good GM if all this was done right. That would be great. I thought, yeah, it is turned off. Why do you have fog expiration on? Well, this is annoying. Global illumination, that's probably what I need to do. Boom! Alright, there you go. So, we're gonna call the session here, but basically you guys are working your way through the forests, and you come upon Thaeth. And this is what Squirrel has seen at a distance, and now you're kind of close enough. So you're coming in from up here. The map is kind of it's complicated. It's kind of upside down. But you're coming in from this section of the map, the top right section of the map. And presumably you're going to wait for some sort of symbol from Apilius, but you are now directly next to the town.
And is this the same river that we crossed before?
No, this is a separate river.
Different river. Okay.
Different river. And yeah, that's what we'll call the session. The next session will start with the invasion of Thaeth.
All right.
All right, so MVPs. Do we have nominations?
Squirrel was doing a lot of damage again. And,
Yeah, there was some clutch crossbowing.
And
Pulled a W out of what was looking bleak.
torching, and yeah.
I vote for Nero.
Crossing things. Bijo is nominating Frankko and his puppet. Can we bring that puppet up again? I didn't get a good chance to look at it.
Yes, I can
That's true.
What? You have a real puppet?
Oh yeah, you
I
weren't
see
here
this.
for it. He
Yeah.
sang a hilarious song, and he has an actual
Oh my
puppet.
God.
now.
Oh
And
my god. It's-
I wanted to award a hero point for it, but you also used the hero point that turn to turn your natural 1 into a natural 20. I don't like awarding them when you've also used one, so I was weirded out by it, but I laughed really hard when I saw that puppet.
oh my god, that's glorious.
So that's
Did
the
you get a
thing.
kit with Desmo or something?
What?
Did you get a kit with Desmo?
No, I just got it for this.
No, this
and I
is
figured
him. This is all Jeff.
no.
Dude,
Bijo says he
that's
laughed
the
as
MVP
well.
right there.
Cover.
That's the MVP. That's it.
There you go.
Yep. Anybody disagree or want to nominate or vote for anybody else?
No
No,
argument
sounds good
here.
to me.
All right, Frankko, you are the MVP. You will start the next session with a extra hero point.
Cool, thanks,
And,
guys.
Morals. I saw some people actually recorded some this week, so
Yeah, I tried to capture people's quotes. I captured from Puk, am I able to ascertain anything else about the P door? And then I cut the last part of Franco's taunt. I think your day just turned to crap. And the one I liked from myself was, he seems so sad, so I think it's okay we killed him.
those are all pretty apt for the session.
Yeah, agreed.
Anybody have any anyone
I
want
mean-
to second any of those? Anything jump out?
I feel like the P door is really.
P door it is.
All right. The moral is, am I able to ascertain anything else about the P door? All right. Anything else you guys want to do or say before we cut the stream and call the session?
Good session, guys. Thanks
Thanks, Joe.
for maneuvering around my.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Excuse.
Life happens. I'm glad you were able to work it out.
Agreed.
I'm glad we survived when you were gone.
It's true. They did notice your absence when they tried to burst down a door and couldn't break the flimsy wood door.
Apt for goblins, yes.
Yeah.
Which ultimately really turned out to be for the best.
I
Yes.
agree. Being able to use
The
your squeezing powers,
chimney approach really worked out.
It really did. I did not see
Like-
the chimney coming.
Had I,
Good.
had I also been covered in pee when caught in a bear trap, I feel like it would have significantly
Very
diminished
unpleasant, yes.
my experience.
Well, I was really
Probably
excited.
hurt.
Franco actually rolled acrobatics, so he was shouldering the door and trying to tumble through it. So I was gonna rule that he tumbled under it and hit Puk. Yeah. But no, neither of you broke the door. So yeah, that was good. All right. Thanks everybody. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Good time.